students, hope all of you are good. In the previous class, we studied about the two fundamental rights. Today, we will learn the rest of the fundamental rights. First, right against exploitation. Observe the picture. What all can you understand from this? It is the picture of children who are working in a labor site. In India, there exist different types of exploitation, including child labor. The right against exploitation is concerned with the prohibition of exploitation and equip the individuals for leading a dignified life. As per this right, forced labor and trafficking human beings are prohibited. Employment of children in factories and other dangerous sectors are forbidden. Once more, as per the right against exploitation are forced labor and trafficking human beings are prohibited. Employment of children in factories and other dangerous sectors are forbidden. Next, right to freedom of religion. Can you identify whose picture is this? All of you know this is Jawaharlal Nehru, the architect of modern India. And these are the words of Jawaharlal Nehru about right to freedom of religion. Have you heard about secularism? Secularism means there is no official religion for India. India does not promote any religion. But religious freedom is ensured by the Constitution. Right to freedom of religion ensures right to profess, practice and propagate any religion. Freedom to establish and maintain institutions for religious and charitable purposes. Right against taxation for promoting a particular religion. At the same time, religious instruction in any educational institution wholly maintained by the state or receiving aid from the state is prohibited. Once more, right to freedom of religion ensures the following: right to profess, practice and propagate any religion, freedom to establish and maintain institutions for religious and charitable purposes, right against taxation for promoting a particular religion. Next, cultural and educational right. Read the news. What do you get from this news? This news is related to the rights of the minority sections. Cultural and educational rights have been included in the Constitution for the protection of the interests of the minority sections. According to this, the following aspects have been ensured for the minorities: protection of their language, script, and culture. No citizen can be discriminated against for the admission in state or state-aided institutions. Next, right to constitutional remedies. The Constitution proposes remedial measures if the fundamental rights are violated. This is known as the right to constitutional remedies. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said that it is the heart and soul of the Indian Constitution. As per this right, if the fundamental rights are violated, an individual can approach either the Supreme Court or the High Court for enforcing them. The orders issued by the respective courts for the enforcement of the fundamental rights are known as writ. What do you mean by writ? The Supreme Court or the High Court have the power to issue 5 types of writ for the protection of fundamental rights. They are habeas corpus, mandamus, certiorari, prohibition, and quo warranto. These words make us understand the importance and relevance of the right to constitutional remedies. Now you know all the fundamental rights, don't you? Good. That's all for today. Thank you.